Hello. I'm here with something completely different. Gonna be doing a challenge over on Junk Journaling for Everyone, and it's to do a sort of a slow stitch or slow stitch and machine stitch combo fabric journal. Never made one before. Had a quick go at slow stitching when I was on the Rach and Bella retreat back in June, and I wasn't very good at it, and but gonna give it another go. So I've been gathering some bits, so I just thought I'd go through some of the things that I have gathered in order to do this challenge, because for lots of us that are taking part, we have never ever done anything like this before. So we've all, well, lots of us have watched Roxy's stitchery thingy. I've watched a few of those. I've watched other people do them, and I've watched Bella, as in Rach and Bella, and she is amazing, and she's got some beautiful journals, and they do feel lovely. So I thought I'd have a go. So what I've got is this, which I thought I might use as the cover, because it's already done. It's so pretty, and I got it in a charity shop. It's originally from Monsoon, and it was probably some sort of jewellery roll. I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to leave these in place so I can put things in them, or if I'm going to unpick this part. Haven't decided, but that would make it quite a small journal. That would probably be the back, yeah, and this would be the front, and then I've got a closure all ready, and I don't want to make anything too big because I don't want to set myself up to have something massive to fill. So I thought that that was fairly all right, and I'll give you some measurements if you want some. And not that one, that's centimetres. I don't do centimetres. So it is, this is 6.5 inches tall by sort of 6 inches wide. So if you're a centimetre person, that is 16.5 centimetres by 15. So obviously the pages would be a bit smaller. The pages are going to be made out of fabric. So I have, this is only a little offcut of it. I got some curtain lining in charity shop, and I thought that could be a good page, maybe. So that was one idea. And then I got this from the charity shop. It was £1.50 for 5 pieces. So, and this is double-sided, and that's quite nice. It's a bit like calico, and it's a bit thicker. So I thought these would do the pages as well. Quite liked that idea. So one idea is that when you're stitching, so you have each page is double, so you'd stitch on that, and you'd stitch on that, and all your messy bits are on the inside, and then you sew round so that you don't actually see the messy side. So that's why this was pretty good. I'd probably, yeah, it wouldn't work that way, would it? Have a bit left over if that was the page. So I was thinking I could get two pages out of each one of this. I could possibly do that. I don't want many pages because I don't want to have to sew forever. So that's that. Some people use like a light cotton, and they put what they call batting in between it. I learnt that from Bella. I found this in my clearing up. So this is a Christmas fleecy blanket, which I bought, I think, just for a couple of quid a couple of years ago, and I used it to make fleecy bobble hats and scarves for snowmen chocolate bars. I did a craft fair many years ago now, before lockdown, and that's what I used this for. But this is kind of similar to the batting, and so there was a bit of me that thought, as a possibility, that I could use this fabric. So if you had something sort of fleece-like hanging around, then that could be what would be in between, and then that gives it a nice sort of feel when that's sort of sewn down. Does give it a nice little feel. Possibilities are there, so I'm just giving you ideas of what you may gather if you were doing this challenge. The other thing that I've got is I've got lots of these things, which are pretty, and it's already sewn. I'm thinking of the cheats way, me, because I'm not a great, there's no way I could sew something like that, but I could sew that onto a page. That would be pretty. So those were my thoughts of being quite cheaty with doing things like that. And then that one I've only got one of, but I've got several of these, and so that's already appliqued quite nicely. So I could take elements of this out and sew them on to my page, and then, as I say, the cheats way of doing it, that's pretty. I could sew that on. So if you're like me, can't sew for toffees, especially when you've got a bad hand, that is a way. I've got some lovely laces. Got these in Happy Mail. Now that is just beautiful. So if you've got a page and you've got something like that, I could sew that down, and that would look pretty. That would look really pretty with that. So that's an idea. Likewise this one, and as I've only got little bits of it, I you know, they'd fit a nice page, and you know, not necessarily got enough to use in a journal particularly, and that'd be a pretty way of using it. I've also got lots of these, absolutely loads and loads of these. Recently got these in a charity shop, and they were like, I think they were 10p each. Some of these I've had a while, and again, I can use these on a page in this stitchery journal. So if you've got things like this, we can incorporate those quite nicely, that don't require lots and lots of skill. I've been gathering these, putting them together. This collage lace snippets. So this was in a Happy Mail. So these were just little bits that have been cut off doing other projects. Perfect for this project. So these can get sewn on. It doesn't matter that there's only a tiny bit, because that might be all you need. And then things like this, perfect for sewing on. So I've got them. I also found a Christmas present that I got the other year from a sister-in-law. She bought me a load of these things. She said, I know you're into crafting, I don't know if they're any good. well, now they're coming into their own, because I've got lots of different bits of fabric. So that's hand-dyed silk. That's a bit of some hand-dyed yarn. That's some more, looks like more bits of silk, and that one there, oh, this is organza, not silk. So I'm sure these sort of fabrics can get used in it, and they'll be, potentially I might use these. I was just gathering things, so it's just sort of like looking at what you've got in your stash, or things that you might be able to pick up in your local charity shop. I haven't gone out and bought anything new for this project. Oh, and I got some green leaves as well. I don't love these purple ones, and it kind of goes with that as well. And oh, and I got given these recently, all these beautiful sort of pearl buttons, and they're nice and flat, and I've got other buttons around, but this was making me think, so they'd be nice to sew on. I can hand sew buttons on, so that was another idea. I've got other colours as well that I can do. I've got oodles of buttons, oodles and oodles, but I particularly like these, I have to say. Sequins is another thing that you could use. So, and then of course, if you're sewing, you need thread. So I have got lots and lots of threads. So lots and lots of ribbons, but I've got lots and lots of embroidery threads. I bought these from charity shop. All of that lot was in a bag for about £1. So I've got lots and lots of different colours to use there. Got ribbons. And I've got more bits of lace. Lovely things like this that could get chopped up and used singularly. Bit of lace there that I could cut out bits of that rather than use it in a strip. I could, that looks a little butterfly-ish. Could use that. So lots and lots of different things. Again, that's a good colour for my cover. So all of that could get cut apart, snipped and used. Got standard lace. These could get cut up and used singularly. So got lots of that. Got another great big tub here full of different things. I got these, I got in Happy Mail. This was some sort of swap I did, I think. And so I could use these in this project. Again, lots and lots of these sort of lacy trims that can easily, there, load of flowers, they could easily be cut up and used singularly. Got these 75p I paid for that, little trims and little flowers, just all sorts in here that I can use. So that's what I've been doing, is gathering all of this lot ready for my book. So I just thought I might give you a couple of options of how I might make the pages. Now if you're going to do some batting, which is something I thought about, I need to decide on the size. So I'm going to cut my pieces I'm going to go for 6.5 inches, and then we'll go for 11 that way. Let's see what that looks like. 6.5 by 11. What have we got here? Loads more than necessary. So I'm going to come down here. I'm not sure if this is sort of fabric that tears. Oh, it does. Oh, that's good. It's good when it tears, because now you've got a straight line. Right, don't need to go any further. So, okay, already got a nice blanket stitch there. We'll be learning a few stitches, I think. I'm hoping some people teach us, because it's not really my forte. So I'm going to cut a straight line up here. I'll get one done, and then the rest will fall into place. Not very straight, that, Jez. Really not very straight. So you're not looking at a seamstress here. I have done sewing in my time, made bridesmaid dresses and everything, but I am not really a sewer. I'm a have a go Bodgett and Sons. I'm just giving you some ideas. So yeah, it's about 11.5. Right, so what I want to do now is fold that in half and see if I'm about straight. I'm gonna completely and utterly eyeballing all this. Now let's have a little look, see. That's a bit big. That's a bit big. And that would make this too big for this. I think I wouldn't get very many pages. So I'm just showing you this as a potential option of what you could do. And then you'd cut your other page, you'd cut 2 of them. Let's just cut this down, move that out of the way so we don't get a disaster. You might go slightly bigger, so you'd have an end to encase. Anybody who has any knowledge, please don't watch, because you'll be like, oh my god, what is that woman doing? Told you I'm a budget and make do. There we go. Proper hurts my hands doing things like that. So there we go. So it does feel nice when you've got that sort of stuff on the inside. We did get some at the Rachel Bella Crafts, but I gave it to somebody else who was possibly going to finish it off. Now you can see some of the pattern through this. So you do another one to go round it on the other side. So you'd have 2 of these, one on each side, and that would be 1 page, that'd be 2 pages, that would be 3 pages, and that would be 4 pages. I think we're doing, I'm not sure if we're doing a double page at a time or 1 page at a time. I'm not quite sure what we've decided. It's really do what you want. So that would be that, and you would sew just on this bit, and then when both are done, you'd then put it together. For me, I would then get my machine and sew all the way around the outside. I might neaten it up, but sew all the way around the outside on my sewing machine rather than slow stitch it. So that's that as a possibility. So now we've decided that that is probably too big. I'm thinking that I am just going to cut this in half. So that I've got that as the width. It's too tall, but I think that as the width, that's what I'm going for. So I quite like this. Then this will be thinner. So then that folded in half will be my page in there. And because I'm probably going to end up with quite a fat spine, then being a bit smaller will be about right, because then I'm going to have a fat spine. Yeah, that'd be very, very cool, Jez. That is what I'm going for. So I'm gonna just going to cut a bit off that, and then I've got my 2 separate that way. It's already stitched down that side, folded down the other. Thinking out loud here, thinking out loud. So yeah, then I could still, yeah, I could sew on that, and then it's all ready. Yeah, cooking on gas. I'm doing that. I'll explain what I'm doing. So that needs going along there, using that as a straight line, because that's really straight. What have we got there? We've got 3 inches. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna cut along there, because once I've cut one, I can use it as a template. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to go in there like so. I'll probably just trim it a little bit because it seems to be over the top a wee tad. Yeah, it is over the top a wee tad. So that needs to trim down there. I might take just a little snippet off, but that's going to get me two of these out of each of these sheets. That is slightly shorter, but I think that'll be all right, because if that one then goes on the inside, it won't matter. So I'm going to cut this one out. I'm going to go along there. Haven't decided yet how many pages. And I will straighten that up a little bit better. Because that's not quite straight. I might get slightly sharper scissors, sharper even. That's a bit better, I think. Right, I'm going to measure to see if this is, so that's about 6.5 there, about 6.5, yeah, so that's about straight. So and I say my intention is to sew it like that, so that's the sides taken care of. A little bit of a cheat there. Obviously, if you aren't so lucky to have something like this, and I might alternate the seams and the folds. So that will give me I'm thinking of doing, might do 4 of these, and then that's yeah, that's looking good. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do another 2 sheets, that would give me 16. That's probably more than enough, for an absolute beginner, bodger, no idea what I'm doing type. So, and then that gives me some more of these for something else. So there, we've got it like that. We're going this way with it, aren't we? So we've decided to do it along that way. Was that the right height? I need it a little bit shorter. About the right height really, isn't it? Just double checking. Yeah, quite happy with that. So that's that. Take that end off. Did somebody spot the disaster there, thinking she's going to snip through that? I was way ahead of you there. I saw it. So there we go. Another one. Stick this on the end here. I'm not going across there because that's got a crease in it, which had probably been there for years. So I could press it with an iron to get it out, but I'm not. So I'll go down there. And that's going to be my pages done. All prepared. And then it's a matter of deciding what I'm going to do on each of them. I'm not sure if we're going to have themes, rubbish at themes. I will make it up as I go along. So that is my pages. 1, 2, 3, 4 double-sided pages. Fold it over inside there. That is what we're going to have. Totally cheating with the cover, but you might find something like this. There we go. All the admins in the group are giving away a prize. I said I'd give a mini sort of folio thing. I did say that I might give this away as a prize, but it might be just a pile of poo and nobody's going to want it, so I thought I won't offer it as a prize. And actually it'd be the sort of thing that I might want to keep to laugh at or possibly marvel at. Who knows? So yeah, that is, if I can do this, honestly, anybody can do this. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 little bits of sewing on this. So we're running for 2 months, so that's 7 in a month. So that means doing like a double page, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we've got front and back 8. So yeah, so 1 week for each sort of double spread is how the challenge is going. So we'll see. We'll see. I will yeah, probably be the biggest disaster I have ever done. So so we'll see. And once each sort of double page is done, I will go around the edges. I may bind them. I'll probably machine zigzag down them so they don't fray, and then I might put some nice ribbon around them, wrap some ribbon around it maybe, to make it look pretty, and they may get trimmed ever so slightly down a little bit more. But yeah, so that is me started, ready, and yeah, I think officially all kicks off on Monday, and I just wanted to put this out there so that anybody following along, not knowing what to do, this is how I've got started. Okay, thanks for joining me. Hope you'll come along for the ride. I don't promise to teach you anything. I promise to show you all my mistakes and possibly how not to do it, but hopefully it'll be fun. Okay then, bye for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, press that notification bell because you probably don't want to miss any of this malarkey that I'm going to get up to, and I will see you all very, very soon. Okay.